Morning guys, welcome back to Full Tilt Grading. We're working in Harrisburg. Right there is the Capitol building, I believe. Anyway, we're here to pick up the Bobcat E32, first things first, and I'm in my brand new F350. Got it back from Ford, had to get all new ball joints, ended up costing me 1,700 bucks. It is what it is though. Anyway, we're headed out. I got to pick up this machine first and then take it to another job. We're going to be drilling a 9-foot hole, 30 inches in diameter, and setting in a sonotube, rebar, cage, as well as a bolt pattern for a mini cell tower. We're hoping to pour the concrete today after inspection. We got a lot of work to do. Bruno, I don't know if you guys remember him, he's going to be here today, and another guy as well, no Ed. So we're gonna get started. I have a trailer on me already with the auger and hammer on me. Hopefully we don't need that pecker today because that'll probably hold us up. Let me turn this camera around and there's your lovely, lovely Harrisburg. I'm not too sure, but I believe that is the Capitol building. I could be wrong though. If I'm wrong, let me know guys. I don't know everything. Anyway, I'm pulling up to the site. Let's get started. All right, guys, so we arrived to site. And I'm gonna walk over here to the E32. Not really Ed and I's cup of tea on places to work, but it is what it is. We're not really city slickers. We like working in the country, the mountains. But anyway, Ed has no interest, guys, in getting involved in this project. I'm stupid enough to do so, though. Anyway, this is what we got. So here's Z32, it's not mine. Wouldn't buy this thing because it doesn't have a zero tail swing. Now they're also making these guys get these things tested, mainly because of where we're at. So basically what these guys come out and do is they saw cut this stuff in, and all the pipes actually get bored in with a horizontal drill. Not too sure. When Bruno gets here, he'll show us where they set up and we'll talk about that a little bit. But they have been directional boring these things. Anyway, every one that these guys do have 2 3-inch pipes, 2 2-inchers, and a ground that comes up. All the steel gets grounded inside. They put these pull boxes in for the pipes for access. Now Bruno, he's pretty familiar with doing these things. He's done quite a few. So he kind of has a system on how to form these things up. Gotta be honest, Ed and I talked about it yesterday, and we would have done it very similar to this if we had to do these. Now, today we're kind of gonna do it the way Bruno does it. So we're gonna be open-minded, see if we can learn something. Now let's take a trip over to the truck, show you guys what they replaced. All right, first things first, this is not my trailer. And right here is the pecker we're using. All Bobcat stuff, same thing with an auger, Bobcat brand auger. Now, on the F350 that we got back, by the way, the bill was 1,700 bucks. Ford did absolutely nothing to help me. I kind of gave up on them. I got tired of calling them. They lost all my information the first time. I got sick of it. Anyway, so what they replaced is those there. They replaced this whole bar here. And apparently they also replaced the lower ball joints and the upper ball joints. Not too sure if that's true or not. Bruno just pulled up. Let's go talk to him. Bruno, say hi to the channel, bud. Bruno, I was talking about these guys. Where do they set up the bore? Where do these pipes go to?
It depends where they're gonna choose the transformer.
Did they not bore them in yet?
No, not yet. They're gonna see where the pole they're gonna come out of.
Okay, all right.
So on that site we did over there by the church, they're gonna bore across the street into a transformer.
Got how many of these you've done so far?
Lost count.
Okay, lost count. All right, well, let's get started, and we're gonna learn the ways of the master, Bruno. All right, guys, we made it to the site. Here's our other helper, Chris. Chris, say hi to YouTube.
What's up, guys?
All right, so basically what we have to do here is we have to drill in a tower approximately in this area here. I don't really know exactly where yet. So I'm gonna go get that E32 unloaded.
What do you want over here?
All right, so after you get one paver out, now it's easy from here. Bruno's working on disconnecting the power for this light post here. And me and Chris are gonna finish popping out the rest of these pavers. Chris, keep these ones separated from the red ones. Yep. But we got all the pavers popped out. We only took out the amount that we needed to take. Now we got to pop out this here. Bruno's saying that it's about 3 feet. That's where typically they've been. And we have to put in a pool box here, another pool box, and then the tower. That's why we took out as many bricks as we did. Now keep in mind, normally if you were going to be doing this and you were going to reset this sidewalk up exactly how it was, you'd want to put these pavers in a fashion that you took them out in. So you pretty much would want to rebuild the walkway over here, but we don't have to do that because we're going to completely just redo it. We're going to have plenty of pavers left over. I gotta be honest, I mean, I'll be surprised if we reuse half of those pavers. The wireless industry. So we found 2 pipes. We didn't hit them yet, but the problem is they're totally in the way, just like the last one Ed and I did. Basically, we got to put our hole here, and our pipes here are right in the way. They weren't supposed to be there, so now we got to figure out what we're going to do, whether we move them, abandon ship. Bruno's going to call the boss and find out from here. Well, after beating the living crap out of the E32, we finally got this existing Piece of concrete loosened up. Bruno's down there tying a piece of chain to it to lift it out of the hole. Now, most people are thinking, why not use a pecker? Well, we don't want to make more of a mess than we have to. Figure keep it whole if we can. Plus, with all the rebar, we'd have to cut all the rebar out and all that stuff. What do you say, Chris?
It's a great day.
I think, Chris, I think you could lift that out of the hole. We don't even need a mini with this guy.
We're good.
This hole was a little tough and it's not pretty, mainly because down low there, mainly on this inside here, we ran into like a shelf of sandstone and it kept pushing my bit that way, so I kind of had to make a mess of it to get it off rather than getting a hammer out. And I don't know if you guys can see, but you can kind of see that vein of rock there, and about 3 feet off the bottom. Now, what's the depth of this thing? 9 feet? Yeah, this hole's 9 feet in the ground, plus the curb. We had to be really careful that we didn't damage this curb because it's expensive to fix, all cobblestone. Now, we ended up taking out more pavers than we originally planned on, mainly because that old piece of concrete we took out made a mess. And this E32 is yeah, not really meant for what we're doing. Doesn't have the power, in my opinion. Now, I had to be really careful the whole time because this thing doesn't have a zero tail like my 26. And I had a fire extinguisher around me. Not gonna lie, there was more stuff to hit than not hit here. We have traffic rolling by, pedestrians all around us all day long. And we have 2 pipes there we can't hit, 2 pipes there we can't hit. All these wires are hot, live, fun and stuff. Nothing got damaged, nothing got hit. So I think we did pretty good so far. Now we passed inspection as far as our depth of our hole. We're gonna put this stuff in for concrete, steel, sonotube, bolt pattern, all that stuff, and pour concrete. Hey, you wanna say hi to YouTube, Mr. Inspector? Say hi to YouTube.
What's going on, man?
So Bruno, how'd I do?
Good, good.
Don't lie.
Not lying. It's a very directional hole.
Anyway, guys, we're all ready for concrete. We have our form in, our rebar in, all of our pipes in, as well as our bolt pattern. Now, the top of concrete, we're gonna follow the existing slope for water runoff and no trip hazards, but the bolt pattern is 100% level. Now we're gonna pour concrete, 4,000 PSI with air. You got any accelerator in it, Bruno? All right, 3% accelerator, and that's it. And then after we pour our concrete, we'll backfill it, tidy this place up so no one falls in a hole overnight, and get out of here. So it's definitely not the most ideal concrete truck. We thought we were gonna get a front end discharge in here. It's an on-site mixer. right, so Bruno got this jig all pulled off, we're gonna call it. Now we're gonna throw a quick finish on this. We got our test cylinders there. And Bruno, what are we gonna do? A broom finish, right?
No, just a float finish.
All right, just a float finish according to Bruno. And then we're gonna barricade this thing off. And we have to go drop off this post here that we took out earlier, that light pole, off at another site. And then we're gonna wrap it up and head home. All right, guys, so we're wrapping this thing up. We're all done. And gotta be honest, Bruno, I am sold on that wood float. That thing does a really good job. And now, if you were gonna hit that thing with the steel trowel, you could really do something sweet there and make some nice cream. So guys, let's go talk to Bruno. We're gonna let Bruno end this one. All right, Bruno, it was a pleasure having you. Thanks for teaching everyone. Thanks for teaching me. Thanks for putting up with me. Thanks for, yeah, you know. I know Tom had to pay you good money to put up with me. You should probably get a raise for that. I'll talk to him about that.
Yeah, I'll
so anyway,
talk to Tommy about it.
End it, Bruno. What do we say?
Have a good one. See you next time.
Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. We appreciate all your support.